In this week's parsha, we're introduced to Avram Avinu, ready at the end of last week's parsha, and we know that Avram was from the founders, monotheism, spread the word about Hashem and truth, and the Rambam in Hilchos Avodah Zarah in Parak Aleph Halacha Gimel, he says, "Kevin shenigmal eisan zeh hischil eshotet bedaito." Avram started to think about the world. How can the world turn and there's no one spinning it? It can't turn by itself. He didn't have a Rabbi. He didn't have a teacher. He didn't have someone to inspire him. He was stooped in Or Kastin, bein Ovdei Avodah Zarah, where everyone was worshipping idols, hatipshim, stupid idols. V'av v'imo, his parents, v'chol ha'am, Ovdei Avodah Zarah, his whole community, his school, his family, they were all worshipping idols. V'hu haya oved imahem, he also worshipped idols. Avram was part of them. He didn't know any better. But then, v'libo mishotet u'mevin ad shehisig derech emes. Took him time until he actually recognized the truth and went on his way, realized that there's a God, someone who's controlling and running the world, creator of the world, and he let people know about it as well. And the Rambam says, when was this point that he recognized Hashem? Rambam says he was 40 years old. 40 years old, that's when he recognized the truth. Till that point, he was doing the same thing everyone else was doing. Says the Ravid, Amar Avram, Yesh Agada bein shalosh shanim. There's an opinion that says that Avram Avinu was 3 years old. Shene'amar, the pasuk says, Ekev asher shama avihem bekoli, Avraham bekoli, minyan Ekev, the gematria of the word Ekev asher shama Avram bekoli, Hashem says that because Avraham listened to my voice, meaning he kept the mitzvahs, he followed me, God. So Ekev, the gematria of Ekev, Ayin is 70, Kuf is 100, and Beis is 2, 172. Avram only lived 175 years, so 175 minus 172 is 3. So that means that for 172 years, gematria of Ekev, Avraham listened to the voice of Hashem. So the Rabbi says this, Maimer Chazal say he was 3 years old. The Rambam says 40 years old, he says 3 years old. And the Kesef Mishnah and the Gos Maimoni and the Meiri, they bring an opinion that really there's no machlokas between the Rambam who says 40 years old and the Ravid and the Chazal that say 3 years old. Because it was at the age of 3, which really means the age that someone starts to think about things. You know, my kids at the age of 3 have asked me, so where's Hashem? So you can really deflect them quite quickly. You don't have to give them, they're not looking for a sophisticated answer. You can just say everywhere. Okay, thank you, and they continue playing. But at a certain age, that's when Avraham started to think, or things started bothering him. He continued in the way of his teachers and his family and his community and everything that was going around him, but already at the age of 3, he started the journey. By 40, that's when Avraham was fully in, totally saw the MS, and went fully in that way. And therefore both are really, can work together. But that means that those years between the age of 3 and 40, those 37 years, are included in the 172 years that Avraham was listening to the words of Hashem. Meaning, if you say that 172 years he was Shama Bekoli, listened to Hashem, and we start at the age of 3, which is really just when he started to think about things or wondered or had a question, but in his behavior he was still being Oved Avodah Zarah, like the Rambam writes, all the way to the age of 40. That means for 37 years, when he was still worshiping idols, it is included in the count of Avraham listening to the words of Hashem. So what does that mean? So the idea is as follows, and this is an important lesson, I think, for all of us. Every single human being goes through difficult points in their lives. We all go through challenges, we all have to face trials and different situations which aren't ideal, and sometimes we don't even necessarily conduct ourselves in the best way. But we get through them, and then hopefully afterwards we're better, bigger and better because of it. Sometimes we go through difficult times, different situations in our lives, and we don't even understand why did that have to happen? Why did I have to go through that? Why did I have to mess up? Why did I have to have my issues? Right? Why did I need that? And in fact, when we correct our ways sometimes and change for the better, sometimes the natural way of man is that we regret. Oh, I wasted my time. Why did I have to do that? Why did I have to do this? Why did I have to spend my time doing that? It would have been so much better if I would have known what I know now back then. And then we get upset about it. We learn from here that every single step of everyone's journey throughout our lives, even when things are difficult, even when things are hard, are for a purpose. At the end of the day, it could be that in the future, because we went through that difficult patch, we struggled with certain things, we fell maybe in certain areas, it could be in the future, we could help more people because we could go back to where they came, we could relate to them. We also went through it. We also had to work through something. We're bigger and better because of where we are now, because we went through those issues. So really, all those issues and those difficulties might be something that will enable me and allow me to be so much bigger and better and to fulfill my purpose in this world. And therefore, the difficult patches, the falling sometimes that maybe we have, are part of the ultimate goal of being Shama B'Koli, of listening to words of Hashem. I think Rabbi Weinfeld once pointed out, he said there's a big difference between Noach and Avraham. Noach tried to be Makariv people, but for some reason, whatever the reason was, it didn't work. But Avram was able to do it. So why is that? So on a simple level, because Avram grew up the way these people were. He was to identify in a very different way to the people he was trying to reach out to. He went through those issues. His family was this way. His community was this way. He himself worshipped idols. He therefore, because he went through that, was able to then go ahead and relate to the people that he was trying to bring away from that. So we always try to be perfect. And we always try to get better and better and better. But we can't feel bad if the Yetzer Hara pulls at us at a certain point and starts making us feel bad about the past. That's not going to get us anywhere. Getting down and upset about wasted time or circumstances that we ended up being in and maybe failed is not going to get us anywhere, just feeling bad about it. We can learn from the mistakes and then try to go ahead and help others that maybe are struggling or going through it. And then when we do that, it uplifts all of that past. Why did I have to go through that? Oh, very simple. Because I learned X, Y, and Z from there, and now I'm able to go to help other people. I'm able to save people from falling into those places. So we have to recognize that there's a possibility that any difficulty or any failings that we ever had in our lives can actually be uplifted and changed to part of the overall purpose and our tafkid in the world. So we have to make sure not to get down, and we have to make sure to build forward and then try to reach out to others and help others that are going through those different issues. And Bezrat Hashem, if we do that, we'll be able to bring all of our incredible potential into fruition. Shavua Tov.